Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into something that's popped up a lot in your questions,
Yeah.
especially if you're trying to navigate, a market that moves incredibly fast. We've gone through your sources, looked at the research, the questions about selling a house fast for cash,
hmm
and we're zeroing in on a place that's pretty much the definition of dynamic: Las Vegas, Nevada.
Absolutely. A unique market for sure.
Right. So our mission today: cut through all the noise, pull out those really game-changing bits of info, and give you a clear path. Because it can feel overwhelming, right?
It really can.
We want to get you well-informed, fast, and maybe uncover a few surprising things along the way.
And what's really fascinating here is how the Las Vegas market itself,
Yeah.
well, it seems almost uniquely suited for this approach. Sometimes it even demands it.
Demands it. How so?
Well, it's not just like another option on the table. For a lot of folks there, it becomes a genuinely advantageous strategy.
Mm.
The real appeal, as we'll get into, it boils down to speed, yeah.
Okay.
And simplicity, just making it easy and sort of dodging all those common headaches you get with a traditional sale.
Sell my house fast for cash. I mean, it sounds fantastic, especially if you're in a tight spot.
Right.
But I suspect it's a bit more complex than just getting cash quickly. What's the real difference? What makes this so fundamentally different from, listing with an agent?
Yeah, you've nailed it. It's totally different from just how the money changes hands. When we say selling for cash, it's really about who you're selling to and how that whole thing works.
Okay.
You're selling direct to an investor or maybe a home buying company. They have the actual cash ready to go.
Liquid funds.
Exactly. Liquid funds. So they pay you directly and you completely skip, well, everything else. The listings, the showings, the agent fees, waiting on mortgage approvals.
Wow. Okay, so the key differences.
They're pretty stark. First, no mortgage approvals. That alone just massively cuts down the closing time. No waiting for banks, no deals falling through because financing failed.
Huge relief right there.
It's huge. Second, and this is big for sellers, they buy as is.
As is, meaning?
Meaning you don't spend a penny on repairs or updates or even cleaning up, really. You leave it exactly how it is.
Seriously, no fixing the leaky faucet or painting.
Nope, none of that.
There?
Third, the offers come super fast, like often within 24, maybe 48 hours after you first contact them.
That's quick.
And finally, the closing is really flexible. It works around your schedule, often done in just days, not the months you normally wait.
So you're basically taking out all the usual friction points, all the things that drag out a normal sale for months.
Precisely. You're removing the hurdles. And, your sources point out why this is so relevant in Vegas.
Right, the local angle.
Yeah. That market, it can swing wildly with tourism, economic shifts, stuff like that. Delays in a traditional sale there, they aren't just annoying, they can actually cost you serious money.
Ouch.
So a fast cash sale, it gives you certainty, it kind of insulates you from those market swings. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we know what it is now. But why Vegas? What is it about that specific market that makes it such fertile ground for cash buyers? It almost sounds like it was built for this.
It kind of does, right?
Oh.
It's driven by some unique Vegas things. First off, think about the seasonal demand, or lack thereof sometimes.
Of heat.
Exactly. Those brutal summers, 110 degrees, people aren't exactly eager to go house hunting. Traditional buyer activity just tanks.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
But cash buyers, they don't care about the weather. They operate year-round consistently. They're buying when everyone else is hiding inside with the AC blasting.
Okay, so consistency is key there. What else?
Then you've got the economy. It's so driven by tourism, hospitality.
Right, very transient.
Very transient, lots of job changes, people relocating in or out, big lifestyle shifts. When life throws you a curveball fast, you need your house sale to keep up. You can't be stuck waiting months.
That's a really strong point. You get a job offer across the country, you need to move now, not in 3 months when the house finally sells.
Exactly. And here's something interesting, almost counterintuitive, that your sources really highlighted.
Oh.
That outdated kitchen, the peeling paint, all that deferred maintenance you've been putting off.
Yeah, don't fix it.
Don't touch it. In Vegas, cash buyers are often looking for properties just like that, as is. They aren't expecting your expensive last-minute remodel.
Huh.
They see the potential, the bones of the house. So for you, the seller, you actually save money and a ton of hassle by doing nothing. It's part of the value.
So my problem list is actually their opportunity list.
You got it. Your sources were clear.
Yeah.
If your house needs work, don't pour money into repairs for a sale.
Yeah.
Cash buyers in Vegas see past the surface stuff.
Okay. Any other Vegas factors?
Yeah. One more, and it's a bit sobering but important, foreclosure rates. Nevada has historically had higher rates than average sometimes.
Right.
In those really tough situations, a fast cash sale, it can be a lifeline, a
Hmm.
quick, discreet way out before things get worse,
Yeah.
helping preserve credit, reduce stress.
That's huge. Turning a potential negative, like needing repairs, into a strategic plus. Okay, so we get the what and the why in Vegas. But when? When should someone seriously consider this path over the traditional one? What situations really scream fast cash sale?
Yeah, it's definitely about matching the tool to the job, right?
Right.
And there's specific times when that speed and certainty become absolutely critical.
Like what?
Well, like you mentioned, facing foreclosure or liens,
Hmm.
time is literally running out. A cash sale can resolve that quickly, discreetly.
Okay. There.
Or
Yeah.
relocating.
Yeah.
For a job, family emergency, maybe moving overseas, the usual months-long sale, just not going to work. You need to be gone.
Right. You have a deadline.
Exactly. Or maybe you inherit a property, one you didn't ask for, maybe it's far away, needs tons of work.
And a burden.
A total burden. Cash buyer takes it off your hands. Divorce is another common one. Often needs a quick, clean split of assets. Less fighting, less dragging it out.
Get it done.
Get it done. And sometimes it's just needing quick funds. For another big purchase, a medical bill, some unexpected thing life throws at you, that fast access to cash is invaluable.
I can totally see how those big life moments create an urgency that, yeah, a traditional sale just can't handle. Does the Vegas seasonality still play a role even in these urgent cases?
It does, but maybe not how you'd first think. I mean, cash buyers are consistent year-round, which is the main point.
Right.
But knowing the seasons helps set expectations. Like, spring might be peak traditional market time, but a cash offer still wins on speed. Summer, like we said, heat slows everything else down, making cash buyers even more attractive.
They're still there.
They're still there. Fall is maybe more balanced, but investors are always looking. And winter, fewer traditional buyers, slower listings.
Yeah.
Cash buyers really stand out then. So for you, listening, if you're in one of those situations we listed, the speed and the certainty of cash, it often just outweighs trying to maybe get a slightly higher price months down the line with all the uncertainty. It's about what provides the most total value for you right now.
Okay, let's get practical. Down to the brass tacks. Someone's listening thinking, yep, that sounds like me. What's the actual roadmap? How do you do this in Vegas?
Good question. And it's actually refreshingly simple compared to the usual real estate roller coaster. Your sources map it out pretty clearly in about 5 steps.
Okay, step one.
Step 1. Research local cash buyers. Find the reputable ones. Companies that know Vegas, specialize in as-is, have good reviews, transparent processes.
So not just any random investor, but established players in the Vegas cash market.
Exactly. You want experience and reliability.
Mhm.
Step 2. Request a free offer. No obligation. Most of the good ones give you a ballpark figure within, say, 24 to 48 hours.
Just to see what they'd offer.
Right. No pressure. Step 3. Compare offers. This is key. Don't just take the first one.
Get multiple quotes.
Definitely. Talk to a few different companies. Look at the offer amount, sure. But also check for hidden fees. Though many legit ones cover closing costs. And compare their proposed timelines. Find the best fit for you.
Not just the highest number, necessarily.
Correct. Step 4. Accept the offer that feels right and schedule the closing. And this is where that speed kicks in. Most Vegas cash deals, they can close super fast, like 7 to 14 days fast, and on your schedule.
Wow, 7 to 14 days.
Yeah. And finally, step 5. Collect your money and move on. At closing, funds are usually wired right to your account. Done deal. You've got your cash. You're free to go.
That really does sound streamlined. And didn't the sources have like a checklist too to keep things on track?
They did, yeah. It lines up nicely with those steps. First, gather your documents, deed, mortgage info, HOA stuff if you have it. Makes things smoother.
Get organized.
Exactly. Then, contact multiple buyers. Get those competing offers, which lets you do the next crucial thing. Weigh speed versus price. That's the core decision, right?
The trade-off.
The trade-off. Then you set a realistic closing date that works for you. And super important, plan your next move. Where are you going? What happens next? It's not just selling a house, it's enabling your next step in life.
Right. It facilitates the transition. Now, every market has its little, quirks and challenges. What are some specific Vegas hurdles and maybe some unexpected upsides when you go this cash route?
Good point. Local knowledge helps. On the challenge side, we mentioned the extreme heat affecting traditional showings. That's real.
Definitely.
Also, HOA rules. Vegas has a lot of HOAs, and sometimes their processes can add a little time, even for cash deals. Just paperwork hurdles, usually.
Bureaucracy.
Pretty much. And in some of the newer parts of town, there's competition from new construction. That can sometimes pull some buyer attention away from older homes.
Okay, those are things to be aware of. But what about advantages? Anything specific to Vegas that helps a fast cash sale?
Oh, for sure. Big one. Vegas keeps growing. The population growth is pretty steady, which means the underlying demand for housing stays strong. Good for buyers, good for sellers.
Constant demand.
Right. And interestingly, cash buyers often really like the older Vegas neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah. Why is that?
That's where you find more of those as-is properties they specialize in.
Yeah.
They see the long-term potential, maybe more than a typical homeowner looking for move-in ready.
They see the value beneath the surface.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, because of the diverse economy, Vegas has a pretty flexible buyer pool. It's not just one type of investor. There's a good mix looking for opportunities. So, yeah, knowing these local dynamics, it helps you set realistic expectations and maybe even leverage some of those Vegas-specific advantages.
It's really helpful context. It's about using that info, right? Okay, let's hit some of those frequently asked questions, the ones probably swirling in our listeners' head right now, like how fast is really fast? Or the big one, am I losing money doing this?
Yeah, the core questions. And the sources give pretty straight answers. First, how fast? Like we said, usually 7 to 14 days to close. The main variable is just basic paperwork and, importantly, your preferred move-out date. They can often work around you.
Okay, 7-14 days is the benchmark.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah.
Next, do I need to fix things? We covered this, but it bears repeating. No, absolutely not. As is means as is. Huge stress reliever.
Saves time and money right there. Okay, now the big one. Will I get less money? The price question.
Right. The elephant in the room. And let's be upfront. Yes, typically the cash offer itself, the number on the paper, will likely be a bit lower than what you might get on the open market eventually.
Eventually. Key words there.
Exactly. But, and this is a huge but, you have to look at the net number, what you actually walk away with. Factor out agent commissions, usually 5–6%.
Okay.
Factor out closing costs the buyer often pays. Factor out months of holding costs, mortgage, taxes, insurance, utilities, while you wait for a traditional sale.
All those carrying costs add up.
They add up fast. And crucially, factor out the cost and hassle of repairs. When you add all those savings back in, that cash offer suddenly looks a lot more competitive. Sometimes it even comes out ahead in terms of total value and what ends up in your pocket hassle-free.
So it's about the net, not just the gross price. And the value of speed and certainty.
Precisely. It's a trade-off, but one that makes perfect sense for many.
Hmm.
What else can I sell with tenants? Your sources say yes. Many cash buyers are landlords themselves or work with them. They'll often just take over the existing lease.
Good to know. Safe. Are these offers legit?
Yes, if you stick with reputable, established companies. Do your homework. Check reviews. Look for credentials. Talk to them. Trust your gut.
Due diligence. Always. And the first step again.
Easiest thing, just reach out to a trusted local cash buyer. Get that free, no-obligation consultation. See what they say about your specific house.
Just explore the option. No commitment.
Exactly.
Yeah, like those answers clear up a lot. And the sources had some real stories, right? People who actually went through this.
They did. And they really illustrate the benefits. Like Jennifer S. in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Her job moved her suddenly out of state.
Okay.
The idea of managing repairs from afar, dealing with agents, waiting. She said it felt impossible, like a second full-time job.
I can imagine.
So she went the cash road.
Huh.
Closed in 10 days. Walked away without touching the dated kitchen. That's the kind of immediate freedom we're talking about.
Yeah, 10 days.
Then there was Marco T. in Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
His place needed major work. Market was slow. He was just dreading the endless showings, the maybe offer.
There's uncertainty.
Totally. He found a cash buyer, skipped all that stress, got a fair offer, and just moved on. What really comes through in these stories, I think, is that focus on total value.
Yeah.
It's not just a price tag. It's the value of saved time, the convenience factor, and honestly, the sheer peace of mind. That's often priceless.
That really puts it into perspective. Okay, what a journey through this really specific but powerful part of the real estate world. So, quick recap on the big takeaways today. Selling fast for cash in Vegas means skipping the usual delays, skipping the repairs.
Yep.
The Vegas market conditions actually favor this approach, making it work year-round. It's often perfect for urgent needs, relocation, quick funds, avoiding foreclosure. And remember, you have options. Compare those offers. So what's the bottom line for you listening? It means you've got this strong, often really smart option to handle stressful situations. It can turn something daunting into a clear path forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe a final thought to leave you with.
Please.
Really consider the true cost of waiting. Waiting for that perfect offer that might never come. Compare that cost, the stress, the holding costs, the uncertainty against the immediate benefits of a sure thing. Certainty and freedom.
Mm.
Sometimes, the most valuable thing isn't just the absolute highest dollar amount, it's time, it's your emotional energy, it's just being able to move on. This cash sale route kind of asks us to redefine what a good deal really looks like for our lives right now.
Redefining the good deal. That's a really powerful thought. It's not always just the number.
Exactly. It's the solution that fits your life. Practicality and peace of mind.
Fantastic insight. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We really hope these insights help you make the best decision for your own situation. Until next time, keep digging deeper.